Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Wednesday and welcome back. Today we are doing a review and comparison because I have a feeling that there will be people in the comments who will say, how does it compare to this product here? We're going to discuss, so don't you worry. So I'm actually going to compare this product to two different products that are very similar from another brand. And I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts, basically. Let's hop into it. Okay, so today we're discussing the new Biossance Squalane and BHA Pore-Minimizing Toner, which is this bad boy right here. I'm a huge fan of the Biossance skincare line. Their Squalane oil, one of my holy grail items. Their marine eye cream, now officially one of my holy grail items as well. And their Omega moisturizer is fantastic for me during the winter months. Provides a lot of extra moisture when I really need it. And the products never break me out. The eye cream never causes milia underneath my eyes. I just think they have some really, really fantastic formulations, and I've really been enjoying everything that I have purchased from Biossance. This particular product here, I was really excited when they released it because if you are new to my channel, my particular skin type, it's kind of interesting for the age that I am. I'm 42, but I still have incredibly oily skin that is prone to enlarged pores, which can then result in sebaceous filaments, or if I'm not careful, blackheads can form very, very quickly. So my particular skin type just requires a lot of chemical exfoliation. I do some physical or manual exfoliation as well, but I don't rely as heavily on that any longer. I'm a huge fan of BHAs, or beta hydroxy acids, because they really do the very best job at keeping my pores clean. If you're not familiar, beta hydroxy acids are able to actually dive deeper into the pore to treat conditions like blackheads and sebaceous filaments. They can sort of help to keep the pores clean and clear, and allow the oil to just kind of flow through them, which, you know, I have plenty of oil. I always joke about how I could probably power a small country on the amount of oil that I still produce at the age of 42. So that's my skin type. You, as a 40-something, may be very dry, in which case, I don't know that you necessarily need this product unless you're also prone to, you know, the blackheads or sebaceous filaments. But I feel like most people with dry skin, that's not really their issue. They are majorly dehydrated and really just want all the moisture they can get. I will say this is definitely the least drying BHA product that I have ever used, and it now holds a very special place in my heart. So I've been using this for it's been over a month now. The way that I use this product, you can see here, it has a really nice little stopper. I don't use a cotton pad to apply this. I basically will just shake it into the palm of my hands and then gently massage it, rub it, if you will, pat it into my skin. I have been using this usually in the mornings, and there's a very specific reason why I really appreciate this product compared to the one that I'm going to compare it to, because this is very easy for me to use during the daytime. Obviously, anytime you're using any type of acid on your face, please make sure that you are protecting your skin with an SPF. You should be doing it anyway, but if you're not, if you're gonna start using either AHAs, glycolic acids, lactic acids, azelaic acids, beta hydroxy acids, you should be wearing an SPF and protecting your skin. Otherwise, your skin's gonna become a little bit more sensitized to the sun with stuff like this, especially if you're using it during the daytime. And you're just gonna cause more sun damage, in which case, what's the point, right? Like, why are you buying all this skincare if you're not gonna protect your face? So that being said, let me give you guys sort of the cliff notes here on why Biossance raves about their own product. I'll tell you guys my experience with it, and then we'll compare it to the other two here. So this particular product's the BHA that they have in here is the wild willow bark extract, which is a natural beta hydroxy acid that exfoliates dead skin cells and unclogs pores. This ancient ingredient has been used in medicine for thousands of years and has unique benefits for the skin. Also in here is their famous Biossance Squalane oil, which is derived from sugarcane. It mimics the body's natural hydrating oils to provide weightless moisture to deliver active ingredients deep into the skin and prevent over drying, which is a good thing when you're using BHA, because if you are using it very consistently, your skin can dry out a little bit. I think you have to be careful not to overuse it, but you also have to use it enough to where if you're prone to things like sebaceous filaments and blackheads, that you're preventing them. For me, I've been using this probably 4 mornings a week. And then also a couple nights a week, I've been using the one I'm going to compare it to as well. So, but my skin, again, I have tough rhino skin, you guys. I think anytime that I do a review on a skincare product, and I feel like whenever anyone does a review of a skincare product, take it with a grain of salt, because they're just, whoever's giving the review is just giving their thoughts and their experiences. If you find that your skin aligns with mine, then great. Hopefully you'll have the same experience than me. Same experience as me, I guess I should say. But do keep in mind that your results could definitely vary. You may only be able to tolerate this a couple nights a week, or a couple days a week. The other ingredient that's in here that actually provides some surface exfoliation to your skin is caviar lime extract, which is a citrus essence that gently exfoliates and improves skin texture. So with this particular formula, not only are you getting the BHA that goes deep into the pores, but you're also getting some nice surface exfoliation from this. So that's really nice. I will link this product down below, as well as the two products I'm going to compare it to. So check that description box. You can check out all the ingredients there, read other people's reviews, get the details basically. So this bottle, which is 4.05 ounces, retails for $28. The reviews for it from other people right now, pretty darn fantastic. So if you're in the market, definitely read up on those. So yeah, I've been using this. I really appreciate that this is a BHA that I can use in the morning. It doesn't have an oily texture or film to it, which the other one that I'm going to compare it to has. I don't mind that oily texture when I'm using the product at night, but I've never been able to use, here, let's just say what it is. Let's stop hinting at it. The Paula's Choice Exfoliate Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. This right here, you guys, has been a holy grail of mine for years. You know this. This is what I started with Paula's Choice. This and their BHA 9, both of which I am still a loyal, avid, hardcore devotee of. I love the Paula's Choice skincare products. I think they are fantastic. Unfortunately, between the two of these, it's not like you're gonna pay less for this one over this one. They're pretty much the same price point. They also pretty much both contain the same amount of product. The key difference here is that the Biosance I can use in the morning. And sometimes I do like using my BHA in the morning because at night I will often opt to use my tretinoin. Now, I can use the BHA in the morning and the tretinoin at night, but I cannot, and you should not, and I don't think it's a great idea at all, to use your tretinoin and your BHA together in the same routine. So say like the same evening skincare routine. I think it's best to break them up so that you are not like overloading your skin. And again, this is also really going to depend on your particular skin type, what you can handle. My tough rhino skin can handle pretty much anything, but I do think it's a good idea to obviously separate the tretinoin and the BHA. So that is what I do. So this particular one, I'm using it during the day. I take maybe like a couple of dashes into the palm of my hand, and I just use my fingers, like I said, to apply it to my face. It takes maybe a minute to fully absorb into my skin. There's no stinging, there's no alcohol in this at all, so it's not a toner that will dry out your skin because there's alcohol in it. But again, with BHA, over time, there is a chance that it could dry out your skin, so really pay attention to how you're reacting to it. The squalane oil that they put in here, I think really goes a long way in helping to buffer the potential drying effects of the BHA. And I also think that I get some really great surface exfoliation from this. That being said, I do protect my skin in the mornings after applying this with an SPF. I've obviously been testing several SPFs this year. Most of the zinc oxides that I've tried, the zinc oxide SPF that I've tried, pairs really nicely with this. And it's, yeah, it doesn't leave my skin looking shiny or oily the way that the Paula's Choice does. This I have never been able to use during the daytime. There is an oily film to this that can be, I don't know. I think if you don't mind a shinier look to your face, you can certainly use this during the day. But for me, it's just, I don't like that much of a glow. So, that being said, I think both products for the most part pretty much perform the same. They help prevent the sebaceous filaments. They help to keep my pores really clear so that the oil that I produce can flow freely onto the skin. I don't really deal with blackheads anymore, but I imagine if I did that, this would certainly have an effect on those because it does break up at the sebaceous filaments very nicely for me. But so does this. So, I will say the Paula's Choice does not have any fragrance in it. This one does have a slight scent to it. There is a couple things that I wanted to address in terms of the ingredients that I think some people might be like, no, I can't. There is lavender flower water in here, so something to keep in mind. That could potentially be an irritant for some. There is also, I think it's citronellol. I think that's the fragrance that they have in here. It's the very last ingredient. This doesn't have a strong scent, you guys. It's really very mild. And honestly, after you apply it to the skin, it disappears. I don't smell this on my face at all. If you're someone who's a huge fragrance phobe, I would maybe stick with the Paula's Choice. They're kind of big on no added fragrances. But if you're okay with a light scent, I think this one's gonna be just fine for you. Another product that I wanted to compare this to in terms of a liquid BHA exfoliant is the Paula's Choice Resist Daily Pore Refining Treatment. So this particular one is definitely different from their 2% BHA liquid exfoliant in the black bottle. This has much more of a similar texture to the BHA, the Squalane in BHA Pore-Minimizing Toner from Biosance. But this one also, yeah, it has this nice, I don't know why I'm showing you this, this is pointless, but it has a nice watery texture that also very easily sinks into the skin and doesn't leave an oily film at all. I really like this one. I actually have several backups of this. I was using this for a while and really fell in love with it and purchased like 4 or 5 of, I know it's embarrassing, I've purchased like 4 or 5 of these, but the texture reminds me very much of the BHA. But again, I will say, this one is a little bit more hydrating and soothing than this one, but this one I feel like is really nice too. And again, I'm not giving you guys some kind of a deal with this particular recommendation over this one. These are all roughly around the same price point. The Resist is only 3 fluid ounces. I can't remember the exact price point of this. This one is, I think, $29.50, and this one is $28, I believe. I think that's what I said. So really, I think which one I would recommend just really is going to boil down to texture. Are you only using it at night? If you're only using it at night and you don't want the fragrance, go with your Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid in this black bottle here. If you are looking to use this during the daytime, I'd say use either the Biossance or the Resist formula here. I will link all of these down below so that you can compare the ingredients. This one does contain some panthenol in it, which I do think is a really nice skin conditioner and keeps this from being overly drying. I'm trying to see if there's anything else in here that could be considered soothing. This one does also have some peptides in it, so that's always a good thing. Sodium hydroxide, there you go. So there's some hyaluronic acid in here as well. Anyway, this is kind of a strange review for me because I think all three products are fantastic, and honestly, I would recommend every single one of them. I think it's just gonna boil down to, maybe do you want to try something new and you've been using the Paula's Choice for a number of years and you're looking to change it up? Great, try the Biossance. You're not really getting a price cut here, and no, unfortunately, I don't have a less expensive or drugstore recommendation that I think works as well as either of these. Just I haven't found one, but I'm certain there are alternatives out there. I'm pretty picky about the texture of products. I'm pretty picky about the formulation, how it sits on the skin, how quickly it absorbs. The results that I get are obviously very important to me. BHA is fantastic because you can notice some pretty good results within a few weeks of starting it. So if you tend to be breakout prone, you know, it can certainly lessen your breakouts. Look up the reviews on the Paula's Choice. They recently started selling Paula's Choice at Sephora, and a lot of people have picked this particular BHA up and have great results with it, but the reviews for the Biossance one are also fantastic. So I feel like maybe this wasn't the most helpful in terms of you should try this because I'm giving you some choices, but I just don't think you could go wrong with any of them. I think just it really boils down to the texture and what your preference is there. But all three are going to do the same thing overall and provide you with hopefully a clearer, more even-toned complexion. So anyway, you guys, hope this was helpful in some kind of way. I really enjoy the Biossance. I'm glad that I was able to pick up this backup when I got my Trend Mood box last week. This is one that I see myself continuing to purchase in the future anyway. And yeah, and I'll still purchase the Paula's Choice as well. I'm gonna need exfoliators for the remainder of my existence on this planet. So yeah, these are great ones for me. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.